Hey everybody, welcome back to JP's Budget Collecting and another episode of the Whatever Report. We're just hanging out on a Sunday. It's not raining at the moment. That's been a good thing for the last couple of days here in Missouri. So yeah, we're just going to hang out, talk a little comics, see what's going on, see what we had in the chat so far. We had Ghost Junk tailgating, what's going on. Sharon was tailgating. Sharon's all on her own at the moment, so, she got to hang out with us, but we appreciate it, Sharon. Thank you for hanging with us. Unruly, what is happening, my friend? Louis is here again. He was here earlier. John, what's going on, my man? Yeah. GT, what is going on? It's raining there. Well, we're probably going to get more. They're calling for like 80% chance tomorrow, so... So we'll take there's actually a little sunshine coming in the window at the moment. We'll take it. So, yeah. So we're just kind of hanging out on a Sunday. We're going to be doing this for 45 minutes or so. And then we'll be taking a quick break and then hopping over to Big Will's channel to play a little D&D tonight after a week hiatus. And then... And then I got some other stuff coming up this week that I was going to talk about. So there you go. So yeah, so my upcoming schedule that we'll run through real quick. So D&D tonight, tomorrow night, the indie show is back. And we are talking Something is Killing the Children, Volume 3. I just read this last night, finally. One thing about this series is it is a quick read, even if it's excellent. John with the Green Heart. So John will be joining me for this. Kavi, Comic Books NYC, and Gachung and Delphia has been my crew for this series. So looking forward to discussing this tomorrow night. And then Thursday, we're going to try to break the curse. I feel at this point, why do I even I shouldn't even advertise it. We should just go live when it works. I should just stop talking about it. It's been, swear it was not my fault. I guess it was my fault. I lived somewhere where it didn't have power on Friday night. We're going to try again. I swear we'll do it at some point. Yes, I have heard that Nick Spencer is off. I thought issue 75, but maybe it's the anniversary. 75. I shouldn't have think. I should just stop talking about it. I should just talk about. Oh no. But yes, I am hopeful. I'm way behind. I'll get into that in a second when I get through my pickups. I'm way behind on ASM. And then a week from Tuesday, our next thing, we're kicking off a new series on the Indie Show. We're going to be talking. Because everybody says you need to read the first two volumes together. We're going to be reading Jason Aaron and Jason Latour's Southern Bastards on, a week from Tuesday. So I think that's right. Is that the right date? Week from July 6th. Yeah, so Tuesday. So we're looking forward to that. I have not dug into these yet, so looking forward to doing that. So that's what I got coming up on the channel. I had talked about, I don't know, it's right in there, yes, but he is coming off finally, and then they're going to like rotating authors and doing 3 issues a month, which is like, which my budget doesn't really need 3 issues a month, so we'll see. So yeah, I'm not sure about their new plan. I wish they'd just give somebody good, but we will see what happens on ASM. I totally lost my train of thought again, which is normal on the show. So those are the things I got coming up on the Indie Show this week. I had mentioned that I was going to try to do the annual, like they did some year-end 2020, hottest books of 2020, Tom and CBSI did. And I was talking about trying to do those this week. I don't know when I'm going to get that done. I got most of the stuff pulled together, but I just don't know when I'm going to get that done. So hopefully this week, what night it'll come out. We'll see. I also got to get next week's done, so we'll see where I run. Yeah, I think Kate's kind of like everyone expected him to take it. And I think to a certain degree, he was like, nope, I'm going to go do Hulk. I think he wanted to get away from it a little bit after doing Venom, and I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with Kate's going elsewhere, but I'm just glad to see Nick Spencer gone. Jackson Roy Kirk, what is happening? Thank you for joining us. All right. So I did get to hang out with, I went to my comic shop yesterday after my Wednesday fiasco. I missed them. They closed before I got there. So I did get 2 weeks worth of comics, which is, this is not as bad as typical for 2 weeks. Are you going to do the 10 worst books? I don't think so, but yeah. And I'm officially no longer reading ASM. I know D-Rock is happy about that. I will not. I should not mock George. They are bringing Ben Reilly back. It sounds like they're going to use him properly. Yeah, exactly, Hootie. But since I have gotten, I've been getting a good run here, George deserves a little love for Ben Reilly. So we'll be nice to Ben Reilly today. So yeah, I got to my comic shop yesterday. Got to hang out with AGH Comics. His flight, he was in Dallas for a trip. Was supposed to be headed back to Chicago. Weather redirected to Kansas City. He was stuck there his flight got canceled. He was stuck there for like all day. So we went out. I never did post it. I forgot to post it to my Instagram. He posted it to his. And so I met him. We went out, went to a comic shop, and then had some lunch before he went back to the airport. So that was a good day. So I was up in Kansas City a little longer than normal, but hey, he's been, yeah. Well, he was a villain, and then he was a hero, and then, yeah, they've jerked him around a bunch. It's not Ben Reilly. It's just his clone. The clone of Ben Reilly. Isn't that K? Isn't that an actual guy? Yeah. They can't decide what they're going to do with Ben Reilly. So we'll see. Hopefully it's a good story. For George's sake, I hope it's a good story. So, yeah, 2 weeks worth of comics from my comic shop this week. And I've only read one of them. I'm so behind. My reading stack is stupid. Stupid. I'm so far behind. It's just ridiculous. So half of these I couldn't even read if I had the time to get to them because I'm not caught up. The only thing I actually did get a chance to read was I read this, Nightwing 81. I continue to really enjoy the Tom Taylor run. I will say because it took me forever to get there, I got spoiled on the big reveal. I won't talk about it here, but curious to see where they go with this. Not sure what my thoughts are about it yet, but I haven't still enjoyed the run itself. So, yeah. Who else saw 84 dominate last night? I guess not me. I didn't know there was anything. What was 84 dominating on? Did I miss something? Was that on the knockout? Is that what you're talking about? I don't know. Yes, it's been really, really good. Friday, was that on The Hunt? I assume he's talking about The Hunt. Rap Battle. I guess I totally missed this. Whose channel was that on? Anyway. Probably. We'll see. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not sure what I think about it. We'll see where they go. But so far, I've been really enjoying this run. Super happy to have quality Nightwing because, yeah, we don't get that very often. Other stuff I just picked up, I haven't read yet, so I can't really comment about. Sir Cam Stances, what's going on? Oh, is this Tom Taylor? Is that what kind of? Yeah, so been super happy with his run so far. I'm still picking up Catwoman, which I'm enjoying the read, but the Frizzen covers are, the main reason I pick up Catwoman. I'm getting all the High Republic stuff still. I've been enjoying both the adventures and the regular. I enjoy the regular series a little more than the adventures, but they've both been good. I know John quit Valkyries after the first issue. I haven't even read the second issue. It's in my stack. So I'll probably end up getting all 5 just by default because I'm so far behind on my reading. Not that I couldn't pick it up later. Still been grabbing Captain Marvel. I'm behind on this one too. This whole magic storyline, where she's trying to learn magic and stuff. I don't know. It was good, but I'm falling behind. This I could read. I am caught up on this. I just have not read it yet. I wish this was the Frozen cover. My comic shop didn't have one, at least when I got there. But I was there that way late. So, but I've really enjoyed the Silk run. It's only 5 issues too, but I've really enjoyed it so far. So we'll see how it kind of wraps up. The only other than High Republic, the only Star Wars book I'm pulling is Darth Vader, which is I'm behind on. Yeah, definitely. Oh, it's one of my favorite reads, and really, it's one of the reads that got me back into comics. I love that run. I need to get the Omni. I just haven't done it. I need to pull the trigger, but I've had so many other stuff going on. Still pulling Wonder Woman B covers, although I don't think this is Middleton anymore. I know he was going off. Yeah, I don't know who did this one. This one's okay. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of this particular Wonder Woman cover. Tech, I'm like 4 issues behind. Way behind on Tech. And I am way behind on ASM. Nick Spencer has just, I will not be sad to see him leave ASM because I have just not enjoyed it. I just haven't. So those were my pulls from 2 weeks. Too many books that I'm not hooked into enough that I'm really excited. But yeah. I keep saying I'm going to cut back, and I keep pulling books. And today I think I added a book to my pull for like September. And it's just like, I knew about it, and I did not pull the trigger early. They were still going for, the pre-orders were basically what it's going for now. I kind of, because it was Silk, took the chance that maybe that one will drop a little bit. I know, like, she had done that Spider-Woman one, and I haven't ever picked it up yet. But it jumped up higher than the Silk one has so far, and it's kind of been coming back down. So maybe at some point I'll get it. We'll see. But yeah, I'm really still talking about one of my favorite runs that I've read in recent years. I love that all-new Wolverine run. Stop calling me on my, failures. It actually has not gotten bigger. I've been actually pretty successful at keeping it to my new monthly limit of 20 books. But I really need to get that down to like 15. It's really where it needs to be. But I've had a hard time getting it down that far. I just have struggled to get it cut any further. But some of those can go. The problem is I keep trying to, like, there's things that I've collect, and some of those are not been the best reads lately. And so I don't know. I mean, I honestly, and this kind of goes into what I'm about to talk about, or what I was hoping to talk about tonight, which is I'm honestly like going through a bit of a existential, not really crisis, but evaluation of my collecting. I know it's not that many, and yet it's tons. And yet there's a huge stack. So you guys know I had my CGC books come back. I had 6 books that I was planning to sell. 5 of them are gone. Thank you to the people that bought books. Everything but this one that I was planning to sell is gone. Well, accounted for. They're in boxes. All but one of them are still up here. They're in boxes that I got to ship up tomorrow. But yeah, for his channel. I don't know what your channel is awesome, John. I know you feel like you've stagnated, but it's awesome. You do great stuff, my friend. You do great stuff. Nice and Selmo. There you go. So what brought this on was my plan for the year was I was trying to put together last fall. I'd done some CGC books. I'd sold a few to use to try to help fund 2021. And I was going to try to, I had money set aside at the beginning of the year, and I was trying to get books out basically around the first of the year. It ended up taking me till almost the end of January to actually get the books to Jimmy to clean and press. They didn't get the CGC till March, and the weight blew up. So I just got them in June. So much for funding 2021. They're funding the last half of 2021. My goal was originally to get 3 rounds of submissions in. And it didn't happen. In the meantime, everything is blowed up. Like, just prices are just stupid. Like, I made really good value on my investments. On the books that I invested in to sell, I did well. Other than the one book, the Canaan book that was a 9.6 instead of a 9.8, that didn't do as well. But like everything else, I did really, really well. See you, Daymares. This lasted a really long time. I've stagnated the last month or so. Like I've been stuck in the 24s for a month plus, and it's just, yeah, sometimes it just happens. I don't know. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing for now because I'm enjoying it. But so I had this whole 2021 one list. All of these books that aren't circled, and even some of the ones that are, oh, it got really dark in here, are like double the cost right now. So I turned a decent profit, and I was looking with like what I had planned to invest in my next CGC submission, what I had planned to invest in more books that I could use to build equity. I might, the keyword is might, be able to get like one book off this list. And there's a couple books that were like priorities for me that I still can't swing. Like I can't, like, even if I just did the one. And it's just like, I don't know where my collecting's going. I think I did the list. I think I'm up to like 13 books that I've spent more than $100 on in my entire collecting history. 13 books. And you get above like 200 and that drops to like 5, 4. And you can't buy anything. I just throw my card across the room. So I don't know where I'm going to do. Like I have a little bit of money here that I could put into my collection, put into like building some value at the moment. And I don't know what I'm going to do because like literally I could get a Star Wars 1, but I probably aren't even going to be able to get the grades I originally marked at the beginning of the year. I can't even touch an NYX with the money I got set aside right now. Like, you just can't touch one. Like, I mean, I guess if you found one somebody crumpled up and like they might sell that to you for $400 or $500, but it's like $800. It's like $900 to get in the door on a raw NYX. And even though like the graded ones aren't that much more, like that book has always been strange. There's no spread. And that makes me sad because that's like literally, if you go back to my original 50, like I did almost 2 years ago now, that's the only book in the top 10 I have in that original list, top 10, that I have not stacked. You look at, that's the wrong list. Have I been showing the wrong list the whole time? Have I been showing like, not my want list, but I was showing like the 30, not the want list. Anyway, the Hawkman 4, that book is blowed up. And yeah, like I can maybe get like, and I was originally saying like 3050. I might be able to get like a 2, maybe a 2, maybe. Even books that I was like, so I had already like started looking down at the 30. That's why I have it sitting here. Like if books were further on the list, I might be able to afford, like replace that were still in the value I could go for. Like Marvel Spotlight 32. And it just blew up like right before I got my money. So I don't know. I just don't know what to do. Yeah. Oh gosh, what I originally had put down for that 129 was like an 8.5 to like 9.2, 9.4. Yeah, that book is blown up. Like, I mean, almost every book on my list is just doubled. I mean, it's just like doubled. It's like tripled. It's some of them have tripled. Some of them are just like when I started doing this, there was like 10, I put 10 books on a list and I was like unlimited budget 10. And they were really like there were other books that were like out of my price range that I really wanted, but those were really the 10 books that I would really, really want if I could just afford whatever. And that list at this point, like that is not realistic for me, but that I'd really, really like to have is probably like 50 books. It's just, so I don't know. I mean, even if I had it, can I justify spending it? And that's just the thing. It's like, even if like I fell into it, I couldn't justify spending it on those books. I just, yeah. Yeah, I think so. I do think there's a correction coming. I don't know how steep a correction it's going to be. Right. Maybe. Good for you if you really are that close to being done with the stuff that you really, really want. Unruly. That's amazing. You know what? I've been thinking about that. What of this do I, you know, which of these do I really, really want? And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where I'm gonna go. Like I could easily just go grab a like 8580 Star Wars 1. Basically use all the funds I have for PC books that I set aside. And roll from there, and then 6 months, maybe I'll buy something else. I just don't know if that's really where I want to be. Yeah. So we'll see. But it's nice to actually have some flexibility at the moment that I can do a few things. It's just that like the things that even with like a decent, what would have been a huge budget for me a year ago, yeah, everything is, I really thought with this much aside at the start of the year, I'd been able to check off a couple of these with the amount of money I have currently sitting there. And now it's like one and probably not at the grade I was looking for. There you go. Yeah. But once you really, there's a difference between, I'd like to have that and I need to have that. And yeah, and there's a few books on here, but I just need to really think about what it is I really need and where I want to go, because prices are just stupid right now. Yeah. Maybe. Well, let's put it this way. I was thinking about this. Like the other day, I was looking at my CLZ. And I have like my graded books in there, and then I have estimates for like other valuable books. And I've only picked up, since the first of the year, I've only picked up a few books I really like that are like valuable. So I have my like the slabs that came back that are mine, then that last submission, and then I have the ASM 122. Well, here, you can see the 121, the 3 books that I picked up are really the only like value things I picked up this year. According to my CLC, my collection is more than double what it was at the start of the year. In terms of value. I haven't bought anything. It's more than double. And it's just like, yeah. And that's just the way the whole hobby has went. It's just, it's like, really? Like, what I always thought, yeah. So, I don't know. Hey, D-Bells, what's going on? Yeah, it's just a matter of trying to decide where I want to focus. Like, some of these things I can get. I might have to settle for, like, a lower grade than I originally wanted or whatever. But do I want to, like, spend it all in one chunk? Do I want to buy several, like, smaller things that really don't necessarily maybe mean as much, but are actually, like, allow me to get a couple of different things that are, I would like to have? I don't know. I just go back and forth. I've been going back and forth. This is true. I mean, it's not like they're bad investments right now. And I mean, if the market crashes, most of the kind of stuff that I've been buying is not going to just like plummet. So even if the market comes down. So Ka-chung, what is happening? Delphia, I hope you're there too. Hanging out. We were talking earlier about the fact that we're going to be hanging out tomorrow night. I'm going to get to hang out with Ka-chung and Delphia tomorrow night. little reminder. We're talking Something's Killing the Children tomorrow. So looking forward to that. Here's the thing. If anyone had told me when I started collecting 3-ish years ago, again, when I started a little over 3 years ago, 3.5 maybe, when I started doing the YouTube channel, that I would have some of the books that I have, I told you were crazy. So I've been very lucky, and I am very happy with, like I said, that original 50. I talked about it, like the original 50 I made, which turned out as my taste changed, wasn't completely accurate, but 9 out of the original 10 are here. I own them. And honestly, if you go to 15, I'm only missing one more, and then 20, I'm missing a couple. Now I would say that wouldn't be my 20 anymore. But there would be some other books that are missing that would be in there. But yeah, nice. Thank you. Hey, does Lopez. There you go. I think there's going to be here's what I think, and then on the market, because I know people are predicting a crash. I'm not predicting. I don't think there's a crash. I think a lot of books are never coming back in terms of value. There's things that are just gone. But there's some book. There's a lot of books that aren't necessarily that key, or I do think there's going to be a range of books that are going to have an adjustment back down, not to where they were, but just back to more reasonable levels, because I don't know that there's enough to continue to sustain them at their current prices. But that's just me. Yeah. I don't know that the ceiling is the new floor, but I think the floor is about 2 levels up from what it used to be. I think. Like I said, I've been very lucky, and I've gotten some help. I would not have the collection I have if it wasn't for the craziness of this community helping me. So I've been very, very lucky. A little, yeah, but it's not slipping back to where it was when you bought it, George. It might slip a little from whatever momentary peak, but it'll go right back up there. Hey, J Hood, what's going on? Bronze mine. Yes, Lucha definitely has. He has a mine of bronze. That bronze. He's got that bronze era covered, which is awesome. So happy for him. I'm so glad that he has a collection that and he definitely has been mining that bronze like crazy. Yeah. Not nervous. Really? Not nervous that the Daredevil and the X-Men aren't going to plummet. Are we all? Aren't we all? We are. We really are. I was talking about this yesterday, and we're spoiled. We're blessed to be able to do this kind of stuff. To spend money on comic books that you loved as a kid. Yeah, we're very blessed. We're very lucky that we could do this. All right. So I don't know where I'm going for sure. I say that, and in a week, a copy of Star Wars #1 is gonna show up and I'll unbox it. Because that's just the way I am. I see one, I'm oh, that's a good price. So I'm all this, I'm gonna reevaluate, I'm gonna think about it. That's totally probably what's gonna happen. But if anybody sees one for a good price, let me know. I'm on the look. I'll look for it. That's probably the book I'm looking for the most at the moment. If I could find an NYX for reasonable, I would love to do that. I just don't think I'm going to find one for a value that I want to go after. If I can find the right Marvel Spotlight 32, for a price it was like a month ago instead of the price it is right now. I might go after that, but so yeah, I say that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna think about it. I'm not gonna do anything rash, and like, yeah, by like a week and a half from now, the one will show up in my door in a box because I will have bought it and blown the whole like all the money because that's just that's the kind of crap I do. Oh goodness. Hey Thomas, what's going on? Because I'm notorious for doing that. Like literally, I think I had like I gotten some YouTube money and some other stuff, and I think I had that YouTube money like less than 24 hours before I pulled the trigger on that DC Comics Presents 26. It's on the end, which you guys probably can't see with the angle, but because there's got some reflection and stuff. But yeah, I think I had the money where I could do this for like less than 24 hours before I pulled the trigger on this. So I'm probably liable to do something like that. Oh, there's a good deal. I'm going to reevaluate. I'm going to be responsible. Bye. All right, so let's do a quick recap of stuff I got coming up and the things I picked up in my LCS. I haven't picked up a whole lot. I had 2 weeks worth of stuff that I picked up. The only thing I've read though from that is the Nightwing #1 or Nightwing 81. The big reveal here I won't spoil, but it got spoiled for me, but not like nobody like intentionally did. I just happened to stumble across. But it's been like out for over a week, so that crap happens, unfortunately. Still buying ASM. Not sad to see that Nick Spencer's about to go off the book. Detective, way behind. Later, Hialeah. Enjoy your evening. So, Wonder Woman. Still getting the B covers on that. I'm way behind on that too, so I don't even know if it's still been good. Darth Vader. Way behind on that. I'm so behind on my reading. It's just stupid. Silk, I'm not behind on, but I have not read this issue yet. I've enjoyed that. I wish that was the Frozen cover, but it's not. Captain Marvel. I think I'm an issue behind on that. I'm at least an issue behind on Valkyries. And then iRepublic Adventures. This has been good. I'm not behind on this one. I just haven't read this one yet. And then Catwoman, I don't think I'm behind on either, but gotta love that Frozen. So that was my 2 weeks of pickups at my comic shop. And yeah, I don't really haven't had anything else come in. Like I said, all those CGC books I was able to move. Thank you to the buyers. That was awesome. That really went pretty easy. So, I read the first issue. I have them. They're in there. I have issue 2 and 3, I think. I think 3 is out. I think I have it. I think it's in the stack. I told you, my reading stack is so behind. It's crazy. I don't normally get this far behind, but I am way behind on reading. So, yeah. So, yeah, this is the only one left that I was potentially considering selling. And now if it doesn't sell for a while, I may just sit on it. It's like, I'm not too worried about it. I kind of got like the funds that I was hoping to get initially. And so, yeah, I'm in pretty good shape from that. So happy about that. Coming up, we got D&D here in 25 minutes over on Big Will's channel. Well, then look, Kate is headed to Hulk, and I doubt Kate I expect Kate to do a decent run on Hulk. I would guess he might eventually come to ASM, but I think it's going to be a little while. I can think of some other people that would be good. So we'll see. Right now they're doing like 3 or 4 writers are going to be like rotating and working together or something, which doesn't excite me. Although I am excited for my man D. Runk because they're talking about that they're going to have a big Ben Riley storyline. So that they're bringing him back in. I know that makes George excited. So from that standpoint, I am happy for him because I'm getting good Nightwing right now. So I hope he gets some good Ben Riley stories. Things coming up on the channel. tomorrow night, we're doing Something is Killing Children, Volume 3 with Kachum, Delphia, John, and Comic Books NYC Kavi. Sometime, maybe, at some point, we're going to do this. I don't know when. I'm not going to say when, because we're going to keep trying. I don't think we can be friends anymore, Louis. I'm like, okay. Like, I love Bendis on Ultimate Spider-Man, but he is so hit or miss for me, and I don't feel like he's been very good in anything he did for DC. I haven't been very excited about. So I don't know that he's been a very good. I don't know that he's as good a writer as he used to be. Only if we're lucky. Only if Jay Hood. Nice. I need to do a special sometime to show the key epic. Oh, can't wait to see what you got, man. Can't wait to see what you got. Yeah. Ultimate Spider-Man's great. At least the beginning of it, for sure. But yeah, lately it's been more of this, I think, than anything else. Yeah, we will. We're only... Has 17 come out? Did 17 just come out? I know 16's out because I have a copy, but I didn't read it. And then I don't know if 17 came out or is about to come out. I forget. But yeah, we're actually going to be close to caught up. And then a week from Tuesday, we're kicking off Jason Aaron, Jason Latour, Southern Bastards. We're going to read the first 2 volumes together because a couple of people that I know that have read this said you should read them together and talk about them at the same time. So that's what we're going to do. So those are the stuff I got coming up on that front. Yeah. Ultimate Fighting is great. Yeah. Okay. It did just come out. There you go. Jay Hood with high praise for Nice House on the Lake. Wow. That's big praise, my friend. I did not pick that up. Well, I don't typically pick up any indies. The only indie like that I've even really bought the last couple of years has been Die. I just mostly do them via trades and collect. And like a lot of the stuff in that pile that I showed a while ago that I bought is stuff I just collecting the runs of. Nightwing's really good right now, but Catwoman, Wonder Woman, Detective, ASM, a lot of that stuff's just stuff that I've kind of collected, and I hate to like give it up, but I probably should. All in on Nice House, Long Live King Tinian. There you go. Yeah, it's close. I do think the first 50-ish, 60-ish issues I really love. After that, it falls off for me a little bit, but yeah. So yeah, Spencer has just not been good. It just hasn't been. Tinian and Kate, they're the big 2 at the moment. So we'll see. We'll see how long it lasts. It does rotate. So they spoil a solo stint on Spidey and a better run on Avengers. I don't know. I don't remember which run he did. So yeah, we're at 40 minutes. I got to be over on Big Will's channel here in 20 minutes. I got to take the dog out in between. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to go. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. I don't know. You guys got any questions? I'm just kind of sitting here on a Sunday. I rambled about not knowing what I'm going to do with the money, and I'll probably, like I said, spend it like. But my hope is, I will say, like, what my goal is this next time is to try to put together. I got several of the books that I already know that I want to send in my next CGC submission. I'll probably go to CGC still because despite the fact that I just got my books back and I just got charged from them, I actually sent them before my annual thing rolled over. So they got $150. I got $150 credit. So it'll probably go, even though it's going to be slow as mud, I'll probably send them to CGC again this next time. But I'm probably going to look at like a little bit bigger, like I did 10. Typically, I've done about 10 books. I might try to do like 15, 16. with about maybe 6 or so for me, and 10-ish that would be to turn and sell and try to keep building a little bit so that I can actually sort of keep up with the prices on comics. Maybe, possibly. After Ultimatum, it definitely dipped, but then Miles came and it got great again. Like, it lost me. I don't remember now. But some of the stuff with what they did with Gwen and some of that stuff, and then there was just a period in there I just kind of like fell away from it. So it was also about the time I got out of I was reading it, and it was about the time I moved here, and I kind of just got out of comics. Period. When I got this job, and so yeah, I just kind of fell out of it at a point. So yeah, nice. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Like I said, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I may hold off buying and all that kind of stuff. So that means there'll be a Star Wars #1 unboxing in like a week. So that's the kind of stupid crap I do. Not that would be a bad buy. That's just kind of like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. So, all right, folks, go hang out with us on Gwen. After Ultimatum, maybe. I just don't remember. It's been so long. It's been a long time since I've read it. I'll be perfectly honest. I have through trade number 20, I think, over there. Which I think gets you, I forget how far, but yeah. I don't think we're storming a castle, but we got, who knows what we're doing this week. Big Will's got big plans for us. So, okay, gang. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for all the support. And we will catch you next time.